Hey lovely people, welcome back to the lovely place. My name is Sean and we are here at the lovely place, but today after the storm that we had, it's not all that lovely. We've not been down here and I'm betting almost 3 weeks. Things have just caused us, whether it be work related or life related or even weather related, it's kind of caused us not to be able to come down here and take care of things and progress in the last 3 weeks or so like we love to do. And so sadly there's a lot of work to do before I can begin doing work, but before I get into that and show you, I want to show you what we came back to. You might remember that we had a tree across our driveway that I cut out and grappled, and I put that stuff over here, and that one was part of that tree that I still yet to get up, but that's happening soon. But we came back to a brand new tree, a bigger one, a much taller one that starts way back there in the woods and comes all the way across. After a huge storm that we had, it's down now. I think it might be a big hickory. I'm not sure what this is. Y'all know what this tree is. I've got to get an app for that since I don't have the knowledge of all of these leaves and what they are. I need to learn those. But more than that, we've got limbs and we've got tall grass everywhere. It's time to cut everything again. But check this out. This came out of one of the trees above. That's a pretty good sized limb that came out of one of those trees. They're everywhere. We've got these limbs. I'm glad I wasn't standing there oh my goodness, when that hit the ground. Yeah, that dug in pretty good. That would have left a little bit of a gash in your head. They're everywhere up here. They're even all over the concrete up here on the exterior of the pole barn, future tiny home. But look at this. Yeah, this is the lovely place, folks. But we'll make it lovely again. And then I noticed up there, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, that's a big, huge section of the upper portion of that tree. And it's just hanging on by a few threads of wood up there. We're not gonna walk under that anytime soon. But yes, we've got our work cut out for us today. But that's not even the fun part. What do you see, Bambi? What do you see? Huh? Okay, here's what I see. We have this awesome flat tire on my tractor. Yes, the bead is broken. There's no inner tube in this tire. We've got it rocking, laying down on the ground. And here's the problem I've got. The problem is, as you guys know if you've been watching the channel, I built this loft literally about 1 inch up above the top of the cab of this tractor. Look at that. I mean, there's just no room. But I've asked myself, okay, how do I fix this? I can't jack this up in here. If I jack this tractor up in here high enough to get this off, I'll probably be touching up there. But definitely, in order to get it a new fixed aired up tire on here, I think that I would have to jack it up higher than it will allow me to take that off. All I can do is try jacking it from here first, see what happens, see how much it lifts it up, and if it ends up being too much, then I'm gonna drop the tire back onto the concrete floor here and somehow try to creep out without destroying this tire on my way out past and beyond this loft so that I can jack it up. So let's see how this works. Okay. Turn that around a little bit. Probably about right there. It'll definitely come off right there. Let's see how close we are up top. I think we might be okay. Oh, I don't know, that is close. Let's go ahead and loosen these bolts. What I don't want to do, I don't want to get this thing off in here, go get it repaired at the co-op, and then come back to put an aired up one on here and it not go on. So, because, you know, I can't jack it high enough to get it on there, which would mean I would have to deflate that one to, you know, get it back on. And then I've got the possibility of breaking the bead again when I'm deflating it, but hopefully that won't be the case. So, worst case scenario, I can always put it back on flat, then roll it out and go from there. But I think, cross your fingers, but I think this might work. These are the bolts we're going to take out. If you look around to the other side, you'll see where they come all the way through here. I'm going to get some jack stands up under there to give me a little bit more security first. Standing back here, it looks like it's almost even on each side. So I'm going to go up as high as I can and not touch before I take this one off completely. So here's a problem when you don't live at your future homestead or your homestead. Of course, if we had a homestead here already, we would be living here. But when you don't live here, you leave things back at your house that you need here. And what I left were my brand new Harbor Freight 6-ton jack stands. But what I do have is this. I bought this just a couple days ago in case that would not lift it, because I really don't know how many tons that one is. A couple tons probably. But this is a 20-ton heavy-duty bottle jack. Only problem, it's only got a 17.5-inch max height on it. It'll hold 40,000 pounds, so we got no issue there. But I'm going to get it up under there and just maybe put a couple of big 4x4s under it or something, just to give me some extra support in case that lets loose. I believe we're going to be fine at that height. I really do. I think we're good. I think my Uncle Coy was right. Coy said, if you got that tractor in there when that tire was aired up, you can jack it up, take it off, and put an aired up tire on it. And I said, no, Coy. Uncle Coy, that can't happen because that tire is pressed down. It's squished at the bottom. And when I bring a brand new one in here, it's all aired up, it won't be squished. Well, we'll see if he was right or if I was wrong. It's going to be one of those two. Meanwhile, Mrs. Lovely is picking up all the big sticks, getting her daily workout routine in, and cleaning up this mess. Will you make it more lovely again?
Yes, it looks like a war zone now.
Make our place lovely again. See, I got the easy job. All I'm doing is changing the tire. She's got the hard work ahead of her. I grabbed both of my sets of impact sockets. Not sure which is which here. There's the big ones. All right, we'll see what this takes here. Somewhere in this neighborhood, maybe. No, that's way too small. Let's jump. There it is. It's a 5/16. This is a 1/2-inch drive. Let's see what we got here. There's just a 1/2 inch going from a 3/4, which is what I have. All right. Well, we get to put it at its true test. Let's check it out. I think we need to bump it up in some power. What do you think? Okay. There's that one. Interesting. So yeah, that's all there is to it. That's what's holding it on. I just expected it to be longer than that, but it's a short little bolt. Nice. There she comes, people. Mrs. Lovely. Coming to, uh-oh, almost tripped. Coming to do a little recording for me so that I can take this wheel off and y'all can see all the action. Come on. Got one bolt out. We only got, what, 4 more to go? Pull that big washer off of that. Let's set it down here. So if I had asked the co-op to come out and take the wheel off for me and take it back there, it would have been actually there was 5 more to go. It would have cost about an extra $100 for their trip. This way, I saved that $100, take this up there, hopefully they'll find the spot where I gashed it or whatever, and it can be repaired, and they can repair it for about 45 bucks. Okay, this is gonna fall off and it's gonna be heavy. So back on up, Mrs. Lovely. Let's see if I can get this thing off without causing too many issues. Not bad at all.
That actually was easy.
Hey, don't speak too soon. I gotta get up on the trailer.
Okay.
And we still got the jack up under there. I need to tighten up my bottle jack. All right, hopefully that'll hold it till we get back. At the co-op, my man here, he just told me, this is the expert at the local co-op. He said it would have probably been easier if I'd had the tools to just jack this tractor up and get this tire off this wheel without unbolting it. But I gotta tell you, it was a breeze unbolting this thing. It was. And getting it back on there. So we'll get this going here in a few minutes. So I'm next in line, but while I was here looking at this, I was trying to find the spot where the air's leaking out, and I think I have found it. What we have here is a little head. I don't know if that's a nail or what, but I'm about to get my pliers and see if I can yank that out. But I think that might be our issue. I hope that's it. That's pretty minor. Doggone it, I think that's a thorn. I think that was a thorn because that is breaking up into little bits of wood. I'm gonna leave it up here so I can show them so they'll know where to look. Okay, I just reached down here. What do you know? There's another one right there. So we have these trees that have these thorns that are about 1.5 to 2 inches long, and a lot of them, they'll grow right on the tree line. And yeah, I guess I ran over a down limb or something and got those thorns in it. I don't know how many. They say if there's too many, they'll just put some sealant in there and just try to get it all at once. But I'm hoping we can patch at least the 2 holes that I found. We'll see. So we found 3 so far, and this one, it's kind of over on the side where that wheel bends a lot, or the tire, and we got another one back here. Where's that at? We just saw it, and it was on the side. Here it is, right here. It's on the side, and we're afraid it's going to crease, so we're probably going to need to plug it. The patch will wear itself off by the pressing down of the rubber. So hopefully a plug and maybe a patch behind it will work, and who knows, we might even throw sealer in there on top of it. Gee whiz. So we're just lucky it wasn't a back tire, he was telling me, because those are really expensive. Hopefully we can remedy this, but it's good that I brought it in. There ain't no doubt about that.
That's really all of it.
Roger that. Do I need to back up or are we good?
Nah, you good.
That's quite a machine.
Yeah, I'm gonna circle them all.
We're gonna find out, ain't we, how many we got. Right now you just want to get it beaded, get some air in it, and
Yeah, figure out how many we have.
find the bubbles, right? So you're saying a minute ago, you don't have to blow it out. You can just
Yeah, I can just lower it, raise it.
lower it and raise it, and it'll end up beading itself.
Sometimes you gotta play.
Yeah, fingers crossed. If not, we got to use this gadget right here, and it makes a lot of noise. Let's go around here and see what she does. That backed it off there. So he's lowering it, putting pressure on it, keeping the air going in, pushing down on it, hoping it'll pop it into place.
I'm just gonna blast it.
He's gonna blast it.
So it can be just
Going on that side? All right, everybody get ready for some noise. So what just happened there? Did it force high pressure air into it, or?
Yeah, it just pushed in. It pushed in about 120 psi. Made it blow out.
Sweet.
But it only has like 15 in it though.
Yeah. I need one of those. Well, we'll see what we got on the leaks here. So he said some people will eventually, if you get some thorns in here, they'll put a tube in it, but that's not always a good solution, right?
Nah, that's a bad solution because the thorns continue to work their way through the tire and keep puncturing the tubes.
Yeah.
The only thing a tube's really good for is if it's got so much backup right through here
Yeah.
and it's not wanting to seal. That's good for a tube.
That's good for a tube when you do.
And then like every now and then a slit that's within 3 inches or so.
Yeah.
Tube's not good for that either because
No.
it'll just keep on working and pinch the tube and rip it out.
But the reason a tube's not a good solution for thorns is because they're just going to keep getting into that
it's
tube.
gonna keep working through.
So the answer here is to get rid of your thorns, right?
Yeah, get rid
Cut
of
those
the
trees down if they're on the edge of your wood line. Get them out there. Gosh, you don't even want to burn them out in the field because you'll run over that eventually too. But yeah, so we're about to find out where all the leaks are. We know we got at least 3 here. Hopefully no more. What pressure we got right now? 20 plus?
20. I'm gonna knock it up to about 25.
Yeah, might need to.
Or even 30, so I know I got a good view of the leaks.
We're doing that so we can detect these leaks. And that might be holding good air at the moment, you know what I mean?
I hear it though.
There you go. Look here. Oh, that's just where it dripped.
Oh, I hear it.
We'll get all the way to the side, don't we? Because those things, they have a tendency to find the side of that tire. Little bitty bow. It's gonna be hard to even see them.
They are hard to see sometimes. Unless it's a big one. Big
Yeah.
one,
Oh yeah. Where's that coming from? Is that one that I even found? No, I didn't even see that
Yeah,
one.
that's not even a thorn.
That's a little gash.
Yeah, look at that.
And that's our main culprit right there. Listen. Can you hear it? I think they hear it too.
Yeah, that's the main.
That's a patchable one there, ain't it?
Now this one, it might not went all the way through.
You're thinking leave it, ain't you?
If it didn't go all the way through, that's good.
But we can patch on the other side. I see bubbles around it, but I can't tell if they're. Yeah, I don't see any bubbles coming from it. We'll locate it, still patch under that. Here we go.
Yeah, that one didn't go all the way through. So that one's good.
Super glue. Glue gun. Let's see that, pup. Look at that, guys. That you don't want that tree. I'll try to find out what the name of this tree is and show it to you.
Tree.
Hitting this side now. So far we got one good bleeder, that's for sure. That there?
Yeah, that's it. Barely see that one though.
I don't know if that's the same one.
It's not leaking, so that's good.
Oh, that just, whatever that was, just popped right out. Look.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm not sure that was the same one. So we marked that one. And that's that big one that had the gash, isn't it? Yeah. Making all the noise. Guess gotta see if we can find any more.
Right there it is.
Where is it? That? That's it, yep. And then there was two on the sidewall. And we pulled one and it was good. I don't know that we ever found that other one.
Yeah, we ain't seen the other one yet.
Don't look like we got anything coming out of there, does it?
No, I mean I'm gonna probably try and dig that out though.
Yeah, and see what happens.
That way I can get it out.
Let's dig that puppy out right there and see what we get. Was that all there was to it?
Yeah, just that little
Just a
thing.
little piece. So that one most likely has not penetrated. We can hit it again with a little liquid to see if you want to. After
It
doing.
shouldn't have though, because that's a pretty good, probably like an 8-ply tire.
How thick you think that is?
8-ply, it's got eight layers. It goes like, this one goes with cord, then rubber, then cord opposite direction, then rubber again.
Yeah, we're good to go there. So there was one in one of these little sections, and I think one of them was about opposite of this, so it's on the other side. Oh yeah. Wait, where's it at? I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. Yeah. My goodness. There she is. Look at that.
So that one, once again, ain't gonna pierce it.
No. Another souvenir. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Two cores, meaning in the valve stem?
Yeah. It's got a little core, and it's got this big core that doesn't want to come out.
Oh, there you go. There it is.
Came right out for you, didn't it?
He did. He just had a little technique there.
That's the little core.
Yep.
That's the big core.
Yeah.
And I got a fancy core tool right here. I can put it back in. I do that. It helps it also beat out because you can take a straight air and stick to it, and you don't have to worry about a core because you got it's a big open hole now.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Makes it easy. We're gonna break it down, get it off of there.
Broke down there. Just let up. Slack below the this part.
Right. Get some slack in there. And then you bring it out and roll it around it, huh?
Yep.
Am I in your way?
Nah, you good, man.
That's the way to do it right there. Most people don't have this rig in their barn.
No, they have to do it by hand out there.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
No, this is a little easier. Yeah, what do we got falling around in there? A little thorn debris.
I'm just right now. I'm looking for the. I gotta find the hole.
Right.
That way I can find it on the inside, mark it. That way I know what I'm grinding at.
Do you see it? Oh, me, there it is. Yep, you got it. Right in line with that.
And then whenever you have problems like this and you can't find it, you just stick something in the hole.
There you go. Found the hole. Is that about the size of your patch there?
My patch probably a little bit bigger than that.
What's that tool?
Dribble, I guess.
Like a Dremel, just gonna kind of basically rough it up in there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Get it roughed up, and then I'll scrape it and make it smooth, and then I'll glue it and patch it. And then get it nice and smooth like it is there.
That way the patch will glue on there good and hold.
Yeah. And then you have to pick out a patch that's gonna fit you pretty good.
Right. So where's the R at? Right here?
Yeah. R24, it's a radial.
Radial tire, so you want a radial patch.
So you want a radial patch.
What signifies a radial on the patch?
This one says
it
radial.
right there. Yep.
Yeah. But then some of the other ones, they might say RB1s.
Yeah.
And it might say radial here, but the B stands for or biased.
Gotcha.
And the thing about the radial and bias is the radial has steel belts,
Yeah.
and the biased has just basically cords. Yeah. My patch will work fine.
Doing a little size comparison for the patch there.
Yeah.
I was asking him a second ago if he's going to catch the glue on fire like they do at a lot of shops where they're, plugging or patching tires for cars, and he explained why he doesn't normally do it on tractor tires. Tell me again.
Because it has methanol in it.
Many of these tires do when they fill them.
Yeah, when they fill them. Most tractor tires do.
Yep.
Usually it's on the rear, but sometimes on the front. And it's just really flammable, and the second you light that sucker, your tire is going to be like I'd say a bomb almost.
Yeah, it would definitely cause your eyebrows to disappear, wouldn't it? All right. Let's go in here. I'm going to spray it a little bit. What is this you're spraying on it?
It is buff saw.
Aerosol pre-buff cleaner. It's a cleaner.
And then I'll spray that on it to scrape. That just basically gets all the excess off.
Yeah.
I'm going to adjust that a little bit. You want the glue to be, you want it to be glued as big as the patch is going to stick to.
Yeah. Put a little bit more glue than patch size, probably, at least.
That's what I usually do.
Yeah, for sure.
You should, because if you don't put enough glue on it and you don't get your patch fully over glue, it will cause a leak.
Absolutely, got to get it glued good. You think that's enough? That'll do it?
Yeah, that'll do.
Just a thin coat, huh?
Thin coat, because if you put a thick coat on it, it makes it almost a little, it's like it's got too much, so when it dries, it doesn't get a smooth dry, it gets a rougher dry.
Yeah.
Affects the patch.
Gotcha. Does it need any curing time or dwell time before you put the patch on?
That's where the lighting comes into play usually.
Oh, okay.
They would light it because it speeds up the process to dry the glue.
Got it.
You don't have to get it fully dry, but you want it dry enough to where when you stick your patch on there, it won't move around.
Yeah.
And I grab it like that. That way I don't.
You're not touching the sticky stuff.
Yeah, I try to avoid that.
That area.
It wouldn't hurt if you did touch it, but I try to avoid it.
Yeah, you're better off not, I think.
If you do it while it's wet, just a little bit too wet, and your patch moves around on it, sometimes it's harder for it to seal and hold. So raise it up to here. Take your hand, hold the top of it. Peel this bottom off. And stick her on there real good. I press it down with my fingers, but actually we have something, I call it a roller.
Yeah.
It's actually called a stitcher because what it does is it stitches the rubber from the patch into the rubber of the tire.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I call it a roller because it's just simple.
Yeah.
That right there is what they would call a stitcher because the little bitty grooves there, it just, when you roll it, it presses down on the patch and pushes the patch into the grooves of the tire that you just grinded.
That makes sense. Just do that over the whole surface of the patch, don't you?
Yeah. I start from the center and I go out. And then I'll start from the center again. Go out the other way. And I like to do a little bit extra. So I do it from the center.
Different patterns?
Different patterns.
Tell you, it just takes a little know-how and the right tools, and anybody can tackle just about any project if you got what you need.
Yep, that's right. And I just go around the edges like that just for extra comfort.
Looking good. Time to go back on.
Which I'm gonna do it this way because it's simpler, but at home you'd have to really do it like you have to put vice grips. You would want the vice grips to be on right on the other side of the stem. Like you want your vice grips here, and then take your bar. Then you take your bar and just pry it all the way around. That way it doesn't hurt your valve stem whenever you go to put it on.
Right.
So you clamp your vice grips there.
Gotcha. Just pry all the way around it.
So I screwed that big cord back into the valve stem.
It's off the bead on the back and the front, ain't it?
Things like that.
Well, that took a little bit longer at the co-op than I thought it would, but we're about to put the wheel on. But I just wanted to come over here and take a better look at this big old limb that's broken off up there. Oh, well, that sun's glaring pretty good, but hopefully you can see that. That's a heavy limb, a lot of branches, and it's just barely hanging on. We just got to be careful. This is the trailhead, or what's grown up. It used to be our trailhead. But I hope that falls one day when we're not up here and nobody's under it when it happens. Well, let's get this, let's see if we can get this wheel on, get this thing taken care of. My jacks, they're still holding. So hopefully we can get this thing on there with no problem. All right. How is it going to match up? Let's see. It's gonna have to be jacked just a little bit. Wonder if it lowered, or it's just that the extra air in this tire. Let's lean it up here. Let's see if we can jack it a little bit more. this up too. Okay, let's see if that'll do it. That'll be close. Now we just need to spin it so those lugs will match where the holes are. I think we're there. Okay, I think we've got it lining up. So it's obviously not perfect yet, but we're gonna see if we can line this up. Here, Mrs. Lovely, hold that. And see if I can get one of these started by hand. It's a little bit at an angle, so I'm probably gonna have to lift up on this tire a little bit. I got my knee propped under there. Okay, let's see if we can get one down here. All right, we got that one started. There's two starting. We'll get it all the way in by hand. Okay, see if this one's lined up now. All right, normally I would cross, you know, exit and try to go in that way, but it seems like these are easier to start side by side. I'll just tighten up in an X pattern. See what we got down here. All right, we're getting somewhere now. So it took a lot longer up there at the co-op than just taking this thing off and putting it back on. So the idea thing would be, if you had some time, take it up there, drop it off, go get yourself some lunch and go back and pick it up. But I wanted to get you guys some footage. I think that was pretty cool stuff. Pretty informative. Let's just hope that, you know, we only had that one hole that really needed patched. We did not detect any others. And let's hope that that patch holds. And more importantly, I got to find out where those thorns were that got all in here. Now this gash that we're dealing with, that wasn't from the thorns. That was something else. It could have been a rock. It could have been anything. It could have even been some of that glass, but we didn't see any glass inside the tire in there. So who knows what it was. Some piece of steel that was buried in the ground. All right, it's about time to get the impact driver on this thing and start tightening them up. Here we go. So I'm changing the setting. I had it over here on the, I think this far setting right here, this light, the furthest one, is a setting where when it gets so tight it just cuts off. We're going to take it into the third setting. I think that's the heaviest without that doing that. Let's see how that changes things, if any. There, that sounds better to me. I like the way that sounds. We're just going to go all the way around. think that's gonna do it. I'll probably grab the torque wrench, pop it on there, make sure they're all torqued real good. But they're all coming through good. It should be tight. Take this bottle jack out from under it first. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and get these out of the way. And we'll drop down that jack. That drops fast, don't it? Let's add a little air to it. It's right now got probably under 20 pounds. Since we use this front end loader a good little bit, we're gonna put about, I don't know, 25 pounds in it, maybe. That'll do it. So my manual is showing a front and rear wheels torque here. I'm not sure what M16 is, but shows 162.3 foot-pounds. Down here, front and rear wheels 1 and 2 shows up to 184 pounds. My torque wrench here only goes up to 100, get you over here on the foot-pound side, 150. So we're gonna make sure it at least clicks and it's torqued to 150, and I'm sure if it does, we can go a little further and crank it down a little bit more. So let's give it a little torque check here. Oh, I almost need an extension because it's coming out and hitting the wheel. There we go. Okay, that's the torque. That one's torqued. That one's good. I think we already did this one, but one to grow on. I'm confident we're probably above our 162. We know that we're at least torqued to 150. So there you have it, lovely people. Okay, we got the wheel off, check. We took it to the co-op, had it repaired, check. We got it back on, we got it aired up, the right pressure, and we've got it torqued. Check, check, check. Now, Mrs. Lovely would probably really appreciate my help. My goodness, you cleaned it all up. Well, not everything, but you got all the big stuff for me, and I appreciate it. Now I'm gonna come down through here with the bad boy. I'll spare you from that at the moment. You've seen that before, but we'll show some more good bad boy stuff in the future because a lot of you folks are interested in that bad boy ZT Elite and the other bad boys. But yeah, today was a nice day. We got something big off the list. Now I'll be able to hook up to that bush hog and get to cutting the field. We're gonna walk down here, see if our angel trumpet has bloomed. You guys might remember that my mama gave me that angel trumpet. We planted it down here, gosh, about 2-3 months ago, and we've just left it alone because we've not been here to take care of watering it. But there's been a ton of rain and storms lately, as you can see, with limbs laying everywhere. And we're gonna see, hers has bloomed. Hers has beautiful yellow trumpet shaped flowers on it. We gotta watch for snakes out here. I can't tell you how many we've come across down through here. There's also some blackberry bushes down here near where we planted the angel trumpet. I don't think our angel trumpet's doing too good. It's definitely not got any blooms on it, and it looks like it's a little weak. It's kind of just laying over a lot of yellow leaves. This is it right here. I'm not sure what we can do to it, but it's alive, it's well, it's just doesn't seem to be thriving right here. But back in here is the blackberry bushes. All the berries are gone right now. So we'll keep an eye on it. Maybe we can get some fertilizer down here for this. What do you think? That could help. But yeah, mom's all bloomed out and beautiful. but ours is not so healthy right now. Oh well, maybe we'll get better. Maybe we'll get it better soon. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go to the channel, check out the different videos. What we're doing here is we're trying to create a off-grid, self-sufficient homestead here at the lovely place. And we're doing it while we don't live here. We're doing it kind of backwards from what a lot of people do. A lot of people just sell everything and they come out and they start. And you know what? That's probably the smartest thing to do, because I feel like there's urgency to get self-sufficient, to be able to grow food. We're gonna have a big garden out this way. We're gonna have all kinds of livestock and hopefully an orchard. We're gonna have our own rain catch, solar panels, fully off-grid septic system, and one day maybe a house over here. But until next time, we appreciate the fact that you joined us today. God bless you, and thank you for joining us here at the lovely place. We will see you next time. Talk to you soon. Thanks.